Well, hello everybody. I know it's been a while since I said I was going to do this, and I can explain, but I'll do that in another video. But this video is going to talk about 5 tips to start your business. A lot of people have been asking me to do a video on this, and so here we go. 5 tips to start your business. So let's start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is choosing your business type. So your business type can be what you're selling or what kind of service that you provide. I did a video going more into detail about choosing your business type. This was something that was difficult for me at some times, just because you want to make sure that you're picking something that you're going to enjoy doing and also something that's going to sell or get you customers. So choosing your business type will be the first thing that you would need to do. What kind of business is it, or who does it serve, or what are you selling? Our next tip is tip number 2. Tip number 2 is location, location, location. So I'm basically asking you, are you going to sell exclusively online? Are you going to have a brick and mortar store somewhere? What location will your business be found? Are you going to do both? So if you had your business online, this wouldn't work for something like a restaurant or a mechanic shop. You'd have to have a brick and mortar store for that. Restaurants and body shops or mechanic shops need an address to do business, a place where customers can find them and visit their establishment. If you decided to run a mobile business, you might be driving around to various locations. Just think about, a food truck or people that you see at the fairs, and they're bringing whatever it is they sell to each place that they go. So it just really depends. Some people even run their businesses out of their home. It just depends on what type of business, which was number 1. And then you can figure out which location will best suit your business. So tip number 3 is paperwork for your business. When you're starting a business, there's definitely paperwork that needs to be done. A couple examples of paperwork would be your business plan, which is very important. It kind of helps you structure what your business is going to do in the future, how you envision it, so that if other people come in later, they know exactly where you're trying to go. Another important piece of paper might be your operating agreement or any legal paperwork that you might have to fill out to make your business official. I did a video on this to kind of go into more detail of what these different kinds of papers that you might have to fill out or complete for your business to make it official are, and how to do them in another video. You can check the link down below. Tip number 4, money management and funding. This is an important tip because you need to track your money. You need to make sure you have more coming in than is going out. So you need to make sure that you're tracking your spending, of how much you're spending on bills or supplies or what have you. And you also need to keep track of what you're selling. This is important too, because for tax purposes, you will need to know how much you sold, how much you purchased, and this is something that will make a difference on how much taxes you have to pay. So that was money management. For funding, it's important to know how you're going to fund your business, which means how you're going to pay for everything, how you're going to keep the lights on if you have a brick and mortar store and pay the rent or the mortgage, how you're going to buy supplies, how you're going to pay your employees. So funding is important. I did do another video to go into detail about funding and money management, and the link is below in the description if you're interested in hearing more about that. The last and final tip to starting your business is branding, marketing, and social media. Branding, marketing, and social media are very important when you want to establish your company and have people know exactly what it is that you're doing. Branding is a way for you to basically say, this is who I am, this is what we offer, and they can recognize it, and they get a feeling about your company from your branding. Think about McDonald's, for instance. McDonald's has the golden arches. If you see it, you know you can get a cheeseburger there. You know it's going to be a cheap cheeseburger. You know it'll probably taste pretty good. You know you'll get it fast. I mean, the branding gives you all of these feelings and thoughts. You might think about when you were a kid and you went to the play area. You might think about all kinds of stuff when you see the golden arches. So that's branding. That's a feeling that is connected to the company that they've created for you, so you can identify with it. As far as marketing and social media, those kind of go hand in hand. One way to market is through social media, which everyone uses pretty much during this day and age. You can do advertising, or, you know, back in the day it was word of mouth. One person would know something about your company, they tell a friend. Right now that might not be the easiest way, although it still is a good way to get new customers. I'm a big advocate for letting people actually see, hold, touch the product, or experience it, so that it leaves something in their head of how it made them feel, like the branding that we talked about earlier. But social media like Facebook ads or Instagram, all those are very important and easy ways that you can get online and put your brand out there. You can create a social media page. Marketing also means just letting people know who you are and that you're out there. It doesn't help you at all to do all this work and then no one ever has heard of your company. You don't have any customers because you told no one, basically. It's a secret that you exist. So marketing's important. I did do another video to kind of go a little more in depth with branding, marketing, and social media, and how that can benefit you and things that you could do in another video, and that link is below also. Your business needs to be shared with your customers so they can stay informed and up to date with what's going on with your company and what's new and being offered to them and how they can get it. So those are the 5 tips on starting your business. Tip number 1 was choosing your business type. Tip number 2 was choosing your location. Tip number 3 was filing or completing your paperwork. Tip number 4 was funding and money management. And tip number 5 was branding, social media, and marketing. It takes a lot of hard work and discipline to start a business, but it's very rewarding. Just the thought and feeling of running your own business and not having to answer to anyone but yourself is very rewarding in itself. So if you plan on starting your own business, I wish you the best of luck. You can do it. Please check out the other videos I've linked below. Tell me what type of business you have or what type of business you want to start in the comments below. If any of these tips were helpful for you, like this video, subscribe to my channel for more info on business, working for yourself, doing what you love. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next video. The next tip for starting your business is tip number 4. And that is, the next tip is tip number 4. The next tip is tip number 4, money management and funding. The customers that you're selling to, how much that they're bringing in, so that you can kind of balance out what your... This is a number tip. Subscribe to my channel for more info on business, working for yourself, and being financially free. No. I mean, yeah, we want to be financially free, but that's not what this channel is about.